Hello guys, welcome to my channel and I am really glad to have you. This week is Hash Suicide Prevention Week and I just thought I have to do something about suicide. Now, I've just been checking a few things on the internet and this has really shocked me and caught my eye that in Kenya, according to the latest statistics, 2019 statistics actually, the World Population Review puts Kenya at position 114 out of 175 countries in the world with the highest suicide rates. That is in itself suicidal. That is in itself scary. That as a country, Kenya, we are number 114 out of 174. We are among the last 80 countries, 114 out of 174 suicide position number in terms of suicide rates. And for me, that is really scary. We might say that, all right, at least we are not among the top 100, but the fact that we are number 114 out of 174, it means there is a problem in our country. And I've been wondering, what is it? Why do we suddenly have a high rate of suicide among our youths? And now it's sad because it's not only among the youths, even the very young children are committing suicide, the elderly are committing suicide, both men and women are committing suicide, and it's really scary. And just what I think will be some of the reasons that are contributing to this high suicidal rates in our country is number one, the lack of employment. Truth be told, I think right now having a university degree is just a formality in Kenya. The fact that you have a university degree does not mean you're automatically going to get work. And that is scary more so among the youths. You find youths are the ones who are carrying luggages in town. You find youths are the conductors in vehicles, youths are the manambas, and these are people who've gone to university, who've gone to colleges. These are learned people. And so when such things happen, it becomes really sad. Cases of depression go high, and then it won't be shocking and surprising to see suicidal rates going high. And I think other things that are also contributing to high cases of suicide in our country is peer pressure. There is this sudden need to be civilized. There is this sudden need to flow with the current civilization. Just because people are living in their own apartment and you're just living in a one bedroom where you're paying 3,500, that becomes a problem. And so you want to struggle really hard to reach that bar where you can also own your 8 million or your 15 million or your 20 million apartment. And you see, when that does not come into effect, other things come up, you become depressed, you feel like a failure, and the next thing we know is suicide. But I think what I would want to say, being Suicide Prevention Week, is that for as long as we are living in this world, we are going to face nasty situations. We are going to go through things that we never imagined we would go through in the first place. Maybe as you're growing up as a young child from standard 1, class 8, you did your KCPE and you scored highly. You were among the best positions in the country. You went ahead to high school and you scored really highly and you believed that life was going to be okay. But then it reaches a point you have all these qualifications, but the kind of life you're living does not align with the qualifications that you have accrued over time. I think just living in this world, we must be aware that there are times when we will go through things that we did not expect. The fact that this phase of your life went well does not necessarily mean that the next phase of your life will go well. The fact that that the previous phase of your life was glorious, was successful, was victorious, does not necessarily mean that the next phase of your life is going to be victorious, is going to be successful. In this life, there are hurdles we will have to go through. There are things we will have to cross. There are bridges we will have to cross. And I think we should be ready and willing to cross that bridge. There's this song that I really love, and the song says that there is a race that I must run, there are victories to be won, and Lord, give me power every hour to be true. So it says, there is a race I must run, there are victories to be won. Give me power every hour to be true. So I've gone it a little bit low-key. There is a race that I must run, there are victories to be won. Give me power every hour to be true. There is a race that I must run, there are victories to be won. Give me power every hour to be true. I think at times when everything just becomes like a struggle, like a competition, you must constantly remind yourself that there is a race that you must run, and it's not fair that you leave the race midway. You have to work and just complete the race. There is a race that I must run. There are victories to be won. And so just pray to God that may He give you the power to be true to your race, that whatever circumstances come along the way, you're going to fight them till the end. And I think also something that is very important and we must know is that it's okay not to be okay. Not every time are we going to be okay. Not every time are things going to work out the way we thought they would work out. And it's okay not to be okay. And I think one way in which we can just overcoming and winning over suicide, one way is just to accept when you're not okay. Acceptance. I am not okay, and then seek help. Why we have high cases of suicide is because we have issues that are disturbing us and we don't want to open up. We are afraid that maybe, what if I'm going to tell my friend this, what is he or she going to think about me? If I open up to so and so, how is he or she going to view me? Will he or she view me as the same person? Will he see me the way he used to see me before? I think one thing is that you're living your life. You're not living somebody's life. You're living your life. And so you have to stop just thinking about what other people say about you, or you have to stop being worried about other people's what other people will think about you, the opinions of other people. And when things are really pressing hard on you, then it's really vital that you open up and speak to somebody. Open up and speak to someone. Tell that person, this and this is affecting me, and I'm scared. This is not how I expected things to be. This is not how I thought I would be. And so I'm scared. So speak to someone, open up and speak to someone. It doesn't make you less of a human being. It doesn't make you less of a person. Just open up and just speak up. So it's really sad that we have increasing cases of suicide, but I just want to encourage you, we have to overcome this. There is a race that we must run. When we were created and when our coming in this world is not an accident. Our coming in this world has been pre-planned by God, and there's a purpose for you in this world. There's a purpose for you in this earth. So you don't have to give up in life. I know sometimes things might be hard, and actually the thing that pushes people into committing suicide, it's because things became hard. They weren't able to deal with stuff, and so they just did it. And one thing now, away from ourselves as a person, let us Let us always be concerned with the whereabouts of people around us. Some people go through a very hard time and they might not say it. But if we learn to be concerned, if we learn to be concerned about the whereabouts of those around us, if you feel someone is not okay, you will go to that person and ask, by the way, are you okay? You used to laugh quite often before, but right now you're not doing it. You're not doing it. What could have gone wrong, or is there something you would want me to do for you? So let's just be people who show love to other people. Do not wait to be shown love, but I think at times the best way of experiencing love is being able to give out the love to other people. Maybe someone is struggling with something, go ahead and help out. Yeah, and I believe we can conquer this. Suicide should not be the dream killer. It should not be the dream killer. It should not be the dream killer, and we should not allow it. Just remember that you are special. Remember that you're beautiful. Remember that you're handsome. Remember that you were brought in this world for a special reason, and those special reasons did not include suicide at any point. So we speak up. We speak up. We talk to people about how we are feeling. We pray. We exercise. We eat healthy. We sing. We don't focus our minds on the negative aspects, but we focus our minds on what is good about us. For instance, as a person, I know I have weaknesses, and at times they come out in ways that I really don't expect. Sometimes the weaknesses I have make embarrass me before people, shame me before people. But you see, the thing is, I choose not to focus on these weaknesses, but I choose to focus on my strength. This is my strength, and so I choose to focus on my strength. So just focus on the positive in you. Build the positive in you. Do not let the negative be what you think about all the time. Do not let your weakness be what you describe yourself. Do not describe yourself using your weaknesses, but describe yourself using your strengths, because you'll realize in this world there's totally nobody who is perfect, and we are all weak. We all have our own weaknesses. So it's Harsh Suicide Prevention Week, and that is my message for the Suicide Prevention Week. Otherwise, guys, much love from me, and I wish you the very best. Let us meet tomorrow, same time, and I'll just be posting a discussion on cancers of the blood cancers, and I'll be starting with what we call acute myeloid leukemia. Much love, and for all those who've managed to join in, thank you so much. There is a rest I must